What's up, guys? This is the Honest Outlaw here, and we're out on this beautiful day to do the FBI qualification test for marksmanship. And the reason why I want to do that is because I've been looking for a couple of standardized tests to just do some random videos on. One of those that I've landed on is going to be the test from Larry Vickers. That's going to be a good one to kind of compare some of my favorite guns to. And another one is going to be the FBI qualifications test. Part of this is for you, part of it's for me. One of the reasons why I want to do this is because I think it's a good thing personally, and I've heard from several other trainers as well, like Ken Hackathorn, that it's a good thing to videotape yourself and have proof that you are a skilled marksman in case you ever end up in a court battle or anything like that. So I'm gonna have a video proving that I will hopefully be capable of completing the FBI marksmanship test, which should sort of prove, along with some of my other qualifications, that I'm a valid marksman. But today we're gonna be doing that with the Ed Brown KC9 here, and we're gonna be doing that from concealment. So instead of doing it from a holster, which is gonna be easier to draw on the outside of the waistband, we're gonna be doing it from concealment, and I'm gonna be using a Trex Arms Sidecar holster because that's the first 1911 holster I found. I've got a lot of holsters. But either way, we're gonna be using the KC9, and we're gonna be shooting an FBI standard target at FBI standard distances under FBI time constraints. So we'll see how we do. So the first challenge is 3 yards, which is about right here. And I have 3-second par to complete the time. And in that time, I'm gonna draw from concealment and shoot 3 rounds into that target in 3 seconds. So when my wife hits the timer, I'll go.
And go.
All right, so that was the first one. We have a delay on the timer to make it random, so I never know when it's gonna go off. We'll do it one more time. All right, so far, so good. Now we're gonna do the second stage, which is gonna be draw and fire strong hand only, just like we did before, 3 rounds, and then transition to my weak hand and fire 3 more rounds, and I have a par time of 8 seconds to do that. So whenever my wife's ready, I'll turn and I'll get ready.
Okay.
Good?
Yep.
Okay.
Results from the first and second.
Stage 3 of the FBI qualifications is that at 5 yards here now from my FBI target, I'm gonna have to draw and fire 3 rounds in 3 seconds. So I'm gonna draw and fire 3 rounds with both hands in 3 seconds, but I have to do that 4 times in a row. So we'll start it off. Okay.
Oops.
Okay. Okay. All right.
I've lost a little faith in the FBI.
It gets harder.
I mean, I could do this, people.
All right, so now we're on stage 4. We're 7 yards away, and we have a par time of 4 seconds to fire 4 rounds with both hands. And we're gonna do that twice.
Are you ready?
Yep. Fucking pulled one.
Are you ready?
Yep. That pisses me off a great deal. Look at that. That's what happens when you're not taking things seriously. I'm gonna have to step it up a little bit and work on my accuracy. So next stage, we're still at 7 yards, but this time we're gonna fire 4 rounds, and then we're gonna do an emergency reload from slide lock and fire 4 more rounds. And I have 8 seconds to do so. And the way I'm gonna do this drill is I'm only gonna put 1 in the tube and 3 in the mag. So after that 4th round, I am gonna go to slide lock and I'm gonna have to hit the slide lock. I'm not really sure if the FBI does it like that, if they just do kind of an admin reload or a tactical reload, but we're gonna do it straight from slide lock like we were surprised by it. Okay. I'm still mad about that one. I'm not gonna lie. Next stage, we have 6 seconds to draw and fire 3 rounds at 15 yards.
Ready?
Yep. Do it one more time. Okay. That's trigger control right there. So next stage, we're still at 15 yards, and we're gonna draw and fire 4 rounds in 8 seconds. I should take more time.
Right?
I'm going really fast.
Yeah, you are.
Final stage is we're all the way back here at 25. We're at about 27 because we're going to draw and fire 2 rounds standing, and then we're going to kneel down and fire 3 more rounds. And we have 15 seconds to do that, and we got to do it twice. Okay, do it one more time.
You're just too good. And you still have half your time left.
All right.
I mean, you only got 2 outside of the circle.
I have 1 down here, 1 down here. I got to really tighten them groups up at 25 yards. I was kind of playing around with that. That's something I'll have to practice for sure.
Seems like it's a good diagnostic test.
So I'm a little unhappy with the 2 being out of the circle here and 1 in the line, but what's kind of funny is I looked this up, and apparently due to the FBI scoring, all you actually have to do is keep it in the bowling pin. So technically I just scored 100%. And in order to qualify for the FBI with this test, you need 80%. 90% is to qualify you as an expert marksman. It practices a lot of different firearms manipulation that I think a lot of people wouldn't normally have if you shot at an indoor range a lot. For example, a lot of the drawing from concealment I think people could benefit from. The fact that you have to draw from concealment every single stage, or at least draw from a holster every single stage, represents real life. Because a lot of times in a USPSA match or something like that, I'll draw, but then I'll engage 10, 11 targets. That's not really gonna be the case. You're gonna be drawing is going to be much more important in a real life scenario. Just getting the gun out and into the fight is going to be a big deal. Also, it stresses accuracy. I like that a lot. Accuracy over speed. Now, I'm traditionally more of a speed shooter, and I found myself trying to slow down a little bit, but still beating the par times by a wide margin. An acceptable level of accuracy according to the FBI, but not according to me. From now on, when I'm going to be shooting this test, I am going to be trying to keep it in this circle right here, and maybe for some guns that I'm really good with, like the Glock 34, I might try to do this test just with headshots. But that's for the future. As for now, I think I did pretty good. 100% according to the FBI. I would consider that a 98% considering me, because I consider outside those rings to be 2 misses. That's just the accuracy level I'm going to hold myself to, because this is my range after all, and I can do what the hell I want. But I like this test. I bought a bunch of these targets. I've got 50 of these bad boys, so it means you're going to see at least 50 of these videos because they're relatively easy to do. I've had this suggested to me a couple of times because Lucky Gunner ran this. That's a YouTube channel I actually like, and I kind of wanted to see how I compared to the FBI expert marksman, I guess. But overall, pretty happy with the result, and I'm extremely happy with the Ed Brown KC9 here. This is the second time I've shot this gun. First time I've ever shot it out of a holster. Overall, absolutely excellent gun. I'm probably gonna have to buy this. This is my favorite Ed Brown I've shot thus far. I did have the Evo series with the lightweight grip and the red dot, but I'm a classic guy, man. I like these fiber optic sights, and I like my steel grip. This gun comes in at right around 38 ounces, so it handles the recoil extremely well. And overall, the grip and stuff really sunk in my hand, and I was able to use it really effectively. Even when I went kneeling, I actually threw the manual safety on and took it back off. It's kind of an old habit, and I still didn't lose any time. So I don't know whether most people do that or not, but when I'm moving, I just have a tendency to throw the old safety back on and take it back off, considering it's just easy to do with my battery of arms. If you like this test and if you like this qualification, let me know in the comment section, and do it at home, do it yourself. If you guys have the ability to go shoot at a range that you can do stuff like move and go to a knee and draw and fire, I'd love to hear your guys' results as well. I think it's an overall really good test for concealed carry. I mean, as far as like using your firearm actually, instead of using it for a competition or a training class or something like that, I think not only is it a really good test of your skills to see where you're at, but it's also just overall pretty good to kind of bust off some of the old stuff that I haven't done in a while. I don't remember the last time I went kneeling to shoot, and I should really do that stuff more often. Now, I did see that on one of the versions of the test, they did shoot behind cover when they went kneeling, and I actually think that would be really fun. Most ranges you can't do that, but here you absolutely can. The next time we do this test, I'll throw some barrels up and we'll shoot behind cover as well. That'll be a good time. Overall, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Please help out your local homeless shelters, and remember to recycle. I'll check you later.